for some reason.
Real quick, we give our overall before we get into kind of the nitty gritty of it. What was your overall for this film? Because you just said starring a couple people. I'll tell you what this movie starred: montage and voiceover. Like, those are the two stars of this fucking film. Because in each scene, not since Death to Smoochie have we seen like crazy fucking sprinkler editing where it's just like, yep, moving on. So we're gonna wrap that up in 3 frames, and it's, I don't know, it didn't feel padded. Did not feel padded.
No, okay, so
that's nice.
So overall, I actually enjoyed this movie, and no, it didn't feel padded because this is the shortest superhero movie we've had in a long time, coming in under 2 hours, and actually it was shorter than Superman, because this movie, for whatever faults are going to be brought up, made the decision before they release it that, you know what, we're going to cut the story down to this is the story. We're not going to have a bunch of stuff in it, because as we know from the first trailer, John Malkovich was supposed to play Red Ghost in this. And he doesn't show up, his apes do, but he himself doesn't show up in the movie anymore. So whatever storyline they were going to go in with has just been snipped. And
did the check clear?
I don't know.
Then yeah, we're good. He got his money. It's fine.
You can ask him.
Yeah.
During whatever's next project. What about you, James?
I wrote, what a mess. Please hire some writers. It's just what I wrote for my overall feelings, because it was and it's funny, like you said, you like this film. I like this film. I'd probably watch it again. You know, there's a lot of stuff I liked in this film, and then there's just stuff that's just it's just kind of a mess. And so it's so much of a mess that it's a weird kind of getting into the soup of it, other than, like, you know, as soon as we got to the baby proofing montage, there was a montage to baby proof the and it's early, baby. We were like 10-15 minutes in, and I was like, they have a montage of them baby proofing the fortress, the Fantastic Four tower. I was just like, oh, this is gonna be shit. that was the fly in the soup moment for me, where it was like, oh, we're gonna be in trouble. Having said that, a lot in this, what they were going for, really works. It works very well. So yeah, we got that going for us.
There's definitely a clear story in this that is reminiscent of the old Fantastic Four comics, and just old old comics in general. Because, like, for that, say, montage and everything like that, yeah, it's a cut down story. But if you read comics in those days, those comics we're getting to the point. We're throwing some dialogue in here. We're showing some little bit of action, but we're getting to the point. We're getting through a whole story in one issue, and this issue is 38 pages long. So, you know, you gotta get it in there somehow, and they do pretty good doing that.
And one of the funny things was, talking about the new Superman film, the James Gunn Superman film that just came out. That felt like you were reading a comic book. This felt like you were reading an Alex Ross graphic novel, where it was like still a comic book in its own fashion, but it was a very beautiful, obviously by design, paint and color, fucking AI generated. I have no idea. But to look very much like a certain style, a Jack Kirby style, and just be what felt to me like just a love letter to that golden era of comics. Which, at the end of the day, is this a movie about the Fantastic Four? Not really. It isn't really. Like, they have there's things going on in their life. This is one of their many adventures. But what's funny is, by the end of this movie, it felt more like, hey, this is just a love letter to the golden age, the real golden age of comics, which sometimes gets blurred with the silver age. But and it's definitely the early silver age, late gold age is Marvel's golden age. So, you know, is the Fantastic Four, is Spider-Man, is stuff like that. So it's like, as a movie, looking at it that way, yeah, this isn't bad.
I think I'm going to correct you on one point here, just as an English type thing. this is a movie about the Fantastic Four, is not necessarily a Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah.
So, because no, this movie, as Mark Gaddis, as the TV host tells us in the beginning, is completely about and telling us about the Fantastic Four.
Yep.
So,
yeah, there were a lot of moments where they were like, that whole show you don't tell you, fuck you. So we'll tell you.
We're gonna tell you and show you a little bit. We're gonna show you a little bit.
We'll show you quick clips. Having said that, like every time Mole Man was on screen, I was super happy. I loved every minute of Mole Man. I thought every one of Mole Man's lines, even if it was AI generated, were really great. Like I was like, that was really great. And it was funny because it was like such a love letter to Jack Kirby. And for some young geeks out there who might not know, the older geeks used to fight over which is the real Silver Surfer. And the argument being Jack Kirby's Silver Surfer, which they decided to not go with in this film, which is interesting because like your boomer comic book geeks probably would fucking blow their heads off about this. So but then I realized, oh, they don't have anything for Johnny Storm to do. What if he was trying to fuck the Silver Surfer? Hey. And there we go. Now we're off to the race and running, right? Like that's not bad.
And not only that, but it's a real Fantastic Four comic now because that's what Johnny does a lot of the time.
And then the Thing is hitting on what's her name from The Orange Is the New Black, Natasha. Like that was the funny. Yeah, that was like the funny subtlety right there because she is like one of the most well-known lesbians in Hollywood. Oh, the Thing. She doesn't want anything rock hard from you. You're just you and Johnny are both star-crossed jerkers. You're not getting anywhere with any of these people. Good lordy. And why is Johnny hitting on what is basically like a mannequin? Like, and everybody's just kind of cool with it. They seemed a little too cool with it.
Hey, they just accepted that about him. He just, that's what he do.
Yeah. But that's how we get the P Diddies.
It is, but I will say it is, to me, the best representation of the true Reed Richards on screen for any of the movies. And
I mean, I could run down a list of things that are in this movie that are completely fucking awesome, but that's also like the kind of like where it gets weird because it's like, did your ChatGPT tell you to add these things into the movie? But it's because it just feels a lot of it feels rushed and formulated together for whatever reason. It's a buffet or slop of its own mess.
Well,
but good lord, the Thing punched Galactus in the face. Mm-hmm. Like I was like done. Like it's like right there, you've earned my money. Like we had so many great moments in this movie and so many great things they did with the characters. And yeah, Pedro Pascal was a great Reed Richards. Mm-hmm. I don't know her name. She was a great Sue.
Vanessa Kirby.
The Thing was great. They were all great. Like the fucker playing Mole Man was fucking great. Like this was not the wrong cast.
No.
This was absolutely the right cast. This was not the wrong look. This was absolutely the right look. And this wasn't the wrong story. This was the right story. I have said it for like decades now, ever since we got to the first Galactus and they went dust. And it was going up against the fucking Transformer movies, which is movies about giant robots that come to the Earth and keep fighting each other over magic cubes. And they were like, hey, for Fantastic Four, don't make it a giant guy coming here to eat Earth. Make it, because that's not believable. Make a cloud of dust. And I just thought that was the dumbest choice ever, where it was like, actually, I think audiences would love to see a giant fucking Godzilla man coming to eat us. And it worked in the comic, and it actually looks better here in this film than any of their other third act Fantastic Four anythings.
Yeah.
So it was like, this is more interesting looking, and there's a lot more going on. And I thought how they did Galactus was great, and I thought Galactus's motivation, wanting the baby, because the baby can rid him of his hunger, can kill him finally. He can fucking no longer be the thing that he hates himself. And so I dug that. I was just like, there's so much in this movie you get right. That's why I'm like with you, where I get people giving this a positive review. It's a fucking mess. And I would love to meet the robot, that wrote this fucking shit and edited it and then told them this is what we're releasing. Human skin bag. So because I run fucking the She-Hulk. The She-Hulk
It was Kevin. It was Kevin. No, that's what I say.
Kevin.
It was Kevin. We know exactly
it was fucking Kevin made Kevin, this Kevin fucking movie. And cheers to Kevin. Cheers to Kevin. So
it's an interesting thing because I don't remember when we saw the first trailer for the Fantastic Four, the initial one. I think it was about a year prior to this coming out or something like that. Going back and looking at that, the whole Franklin Richards storyline didn't seem to be a thing that was there.
Oh, totally. Come on.
Yeah, like Galactus was there, but Franklin Richards wasn't there. And then when they did the next batch of official trailers, like, oh, hey, we're having a baby and everything like that. And then as soon as you see the movie, that baby's there within the first 10 minutes of the movie. Well, I'm not there. The baby is in existence, and her being pregnant with that in the first 10 minutes of the movie, and then that's what the movie's about now. It's like, okay, well, obviously we were getting a different movie beforehand, and then we got this movie, which I said.
They did not. We were talking about this before. John Malkovich was supposed to be in the movie. They shot him. They did not hire fucking John Malkovich and shoot scenes to go like, well, we'll never use that shit.
Yeah,
like they didn't know what they were doing, which is why you can't have your ChatGPT write your fucking script. You got to hire somebody to work this out. Please hire Brad Bird to write the next Fantastic Four, whatever you do. Well, this one's gonna make money, so you want to make another one of these or whatever, that's fine. Just hire somebody who knows how to write these characters rather than just giving us slop. So, and if this is a short film and every scene in this is important, was the baby proofing montage important, bruh? Is the was the baby proofing montage? Because that was the moment that we got to where I was like, oh, there's no script. Why?
You gotta sell those Herbie toys, James. You gotta
sell them Herbie toys. It's just, yeah. Oh man, they would do tonight on ABC. Oh, that Walt Disney's not a racist fellow. It's that's another thing about this fucking very cleaned through 1960s tech and whatnot. And it's trying to take all the charm from the 1960s, but none of the rough edge or any sort of edge that there was in the 1960s. It was how wonderfully cherry picking of you, Disney. It's almost like Song of the South doesn't exist at all. It's like, come on, guys, how can we just keep cherry picking whatever we want from this time period?
Hey, that was Spider-Man and X-Men. Fantastic Four was always the future forward version of that time era, and I mean, they did have the conflict between them and Mole Man and what Mole Man and the Subterraneans wanted as being a kind of a thing that was alluding to racial tension and everything else like that. But this movie, we're fine by the time this movie starts. So it's all good.
But it's it's your movie doesn't have to be about anything so long as it's entertaining. It's if you just make a good film, if it's about something, that's wonderful. Or if you've got a deep message you want to talk to the audience about, oh boy, howdy, well, we love to hear it. But at the end of the day, you're telling us a motherfucking story, and this is where I get away from the Dune crowd. Where it's like, nope, I can't stay with this long and be bored this long, because at the end of the day, you're still telling a story to an audience. And how exactly are you telling them that? And this motherfucking movie is just voiceover montage, voiceover montage scene, and it was funny. It really halfway through reminded me of, and I bring this up to you because you'll be one of 10 people that don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, of the Robin Williams movie Death to Smoochie, where it's just like, this is such a mess. Like, did you guys you had an idea? We all
Mm-hmm.
know we know what the idea was, and it's like this idea here of we're going to do Stan Lee, Jack Kirby's Fantastic Four. We're going to take all those first fucking 40 issues or whatever and just roll it into one big fucking delicious plate of food, and we are going to do that fucking movie. And that I am on board. And I'm even on board for this mess of a fucking edible lasagna you threw down in front of us. But yeah, it's just if you had somebody in there, I think that would really write something well. And at this point, it please just Brad Bird loves money. He told me so. He told me. I was like, oh, hey, you're Iron Giant. He's like, fuck you, I love money. And I was like, all right, I'll always remember that. And that's what we talked about. And so hire Brad Bird to write your next Fantastic Four film, and then everybody will love it. And that's so simple. That's so simple. So yeah.
This movie. No. Like I said, there was a story. They got a story out of it. They got a through line story out of it, and there's 3 obvious acts of this movie. Not that there's not 3 acts of most movies nowadays, but there's 3 obvious acts of this movie. And the first act was, here's who the Fantastic Four are. Here's who they go against, everything else like that. And I think part of the problem is that the thing they did the most realistic was actually consider time for them traveling through space to go see Galactus and getting back. Because they're like the first movie that acknowledges that no, it was not instantaneous that we got there and got back. It took a very long fucking time. Look at this fully formed baby that we have. That was a couple months old, because that's how long it took us. So, I mean, I think they had that problem that they had to work around too. But it just seems that the story they knew they wanted to tell, they looked back and saw that, we put all these things in it that we don't necessarily need to have as long of a period of time focusing on. And I think my favorite line from the first act was, their story of how they came to be.
Well, God, we hope so.
Like, yes,
we really hope so.
Like, yes, I do, movie. Thank you for not wasting my time showing me that story again. So let's get on with this shit. But it was also fun in the first act too, because they brought up all their old villains.
We got some of my favorite things I love going to the movies is seeing comic books recreated on the screen. Every time they do it, I'm a sucker. I'm a little fangirl. Every time I see Superman fucking holding the car like he did in Superman Return, I was like, I love it. And it's just like I'm one of those geeks. I like that shit. And so they did it then you'll like this movie because we do it 52 times, so it's like, oh my goodness. Yeah.
Do you remember this panel? Do you remember this cover? We got it.
They really wanted the geeks to like this movie, and maybe that's why geeks are having such a hard time with this fucking film. It's just like it gets a lot right. It really does.
They're being called out, and they don't appreciate that they're being called out, and they want to feel like no, we like this before. You guys can't have this. No. I was like,
it's just
hey,
it's a lot. It's a lot.
Oh man! But we also got out of this movie a bunch of people whining about Sue Storm, basically forcing Galactus back. I was like, no, that is in her power set, and the fact that
I always dug that shit when they gave. She's done it a couple of times in the comic where she gets fucking, and like, dude, if you want to be a misogynist about it, just think like she's that fucking angry. She
got mom strength out of it, and it's like that mom strength's the real thing.
Strength, and she did it. She does it in the comic a couple of times, and when she does it in the comic, all of us loved it. Like where it's just like where go between the mother bear and her cub and watch her fucking move a goddamn mountain on your fucking head, and it's just and then they give the Thing a funny line, and so he's like, hey, I still got relevance, guys, and everybody's happy. Good Lord, what a mess. But the Thing looked great. Didn't he look great? He sounded great. He had the right dialogue. It was like
He wasn't there just for comedic purposes, as he was in the other, well, two of the other three movies, because the Josh Trank reboot was
that. They were going for comedy with that.
No. I'm talking about the first two Fox movies. The one with the Shield when he played.
The commish.
Yeah, the commish. Sorry, the commish when he played the thing. Because the Josh Trank reboot, I don't think there was comedy in that movie. No. This movie wasn't trying to make the thing funny. That's what I'm saying. Is that they were actually making him intelligent and a more normal person, anything like that. Of course, they got away from the whole he hates his existence because everybody hates him, because nobody hated him in this movie. So
but he also did in the Jack Kirby comics. He did that lift the car shit for the kids. Like he did that straight up panels out of the goddamn comics, and so it's like, yeah, we get it. Like that's I don't know. This movie does a lot right.
Yep.
So that much of it it's such a fucking mess. So anybody that's hating on this film, I absolutely understand. Because good God. But I liked how they did Galactus.
Yeah. I enjoyed the video game-esque ending of the movie too.
Yeah.
Galactus could just show up at the Fantastic Four tower.
And man, dude, the dark horse for the CGI community, people that stretch and babies.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking you can't do babies and you can't do people that stretch. Those are the two things that will destroy all CGI artists in seconds. I don't know what it is about those two things, but apparently it's really hard to do them, because fucking I stretch more each morning than Reed did in this whole fucking movie. And so it was just like, good God.
And you know what? The limitation of them having Reed stretch made it better, because it didn't distract from them having to force it to look a certain way. The bits that they had looked good for what they could do. For what they could do.
Yep.
And them limiting Franklin on screen, it's like they knew that they needed to limit that shit, because they couldn't have a real baby most of the time.
The baby shit look bad. Fucking when they're in the spaceship and they're fucking obviously on wires and shit. Like there was a couple of shots in here that was straight up fucking Punky Brewster meets Pollyanna shit, where it's like, good lord, they're like, do you have a budget or not? Do you have a budget or not? Like, so not every scene needs to be in the movie. So if you can't CGI a baby, don't have any CGI baby scenes. It's fine. Just cut to Mole Man. We'll all be fine. This is a mess anyhow. Nobody's gonna be upset.
They had to make the baby be born in the movie, so it's a thing.
Yeah,
but I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
And then for me, the final thing was the after credit scenes. I didn't care for any of it. Like it's like the Fantastic Four montage, I guess, was nice, but it was I was just kind of like and the big reveal not even being revealed. I was just like, oh my God, you milking bitches. It's just like well, that felt dirty. I went home and took a fucking shower, Marvel. I went home and took a fucking shower. How fucking gross that felt.
That was a traditional thing. I mean, that's the Marvel thing. Oh, the greatest story coming out of this though is that apparently for Thunderbolts, the director didn't know anything about Fantastic Four.
Nice.
When that scene was put in, so.
Hey, why not?
Them not being absolutely disjointed from each other. Just like basically, it's like, oh, okay, well that's cool. Congratulations, Kevin Feige.
I think at this point, I would like to quote Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force when he said, "This doesn't matter. None of this matters." During his wedding, when they couldn't pronounce his name or his bride's name, is one of my favorite quotes ever. The most perfect sum up of all things. This doesn't matter. None of this matters. Carl, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. So yeah.
But me Me personally, I enjoyed the little cartoon montage because since it was brought up in the movie in the first place, it was just a fun thing, and that's what it needs to be.
Yeah.
It just needs to be a fun thing, and that's what it was. And
just do something. That was why I didn't like the first one. The after scene thing. Do something for me. Show me a joke. James Gunn hates them, so he's gonna give us fucking Howard the Duck and wave his dick at us.
Yes,
it's fine. But he will give us a laugh. Well, all's forgiven. Show us something cool. Get us excited about something else. Any one of these things is a good after movie scene. And the first one didn't. I guess it's a little intriguing.
So you got to understand what the first one is. That remember, Doomsday was supposed to come out in May of next year. By the time this movie was wrapped and by the time they had it set, this Doomsday was coming out a lot sooner than it actually is. So that's kind of like, and there's also supposed to be another movie after this before that happened, and then everything got changed right before this movie released. So it's been a problem with Marvel for a while. Is they got all this stuff that they have planned, and then they're never just going to do anything with it, or it's so. The timing on it's so bad that it just it does make it lessen. So, but I did enjoy.
Do you think we got society wrong? Like, did we fuck up this bad? Like, where this is kind of like, oh man.
I think the simulation that we're living in couldn't keep up with the stupidity that it created amongst humanity, and they just tried to play catch up in the worst possible way.
That's fair. That's fair.
Living in 001001.
Yes.
All right. So happy syncing, everybody.
But I did appreciate the actual Latveria Easter egg that was in the movie.
Couple, and every time I wanted to applaud. Like, that's the thing about this movie. It's hard to hate on this movie because it's just everything we wanted to see.
Mm-hmm.
It just would have been nice had there been an actual fucking story happening while they were doing it. So it's I wouldn't cut a scene out of this.
No.
And there's a goddamn montage scene of baby proofing the goddamn Fantastic Tower. So it's like, good lord.
At least I didn't hate Herbie.
I didn't. This is the most I've liked Herbie. It's just like crypto, baby.
Yeah.
I hate crypto. I fucking want a crypto plushie now. I'm gonna go get a
Herbie.
I'm gonna get a crypto doggy.
Herbie was one of those things in the comics. Like, why the fuck are you dumbing this down for children even more than? Is like you're kowtowing to the government and their complaints about what comics are by throwing this character in. But you know what? In the movie, it works. So kudos to them.
Oh man, and he fucking went to the Chopper school of fucking bot talking.
Yes.
That motherfucker said what the fuck at one point. He said he talks. I was just like, oh, you just got to be listening at a dog level. But that motherfucker choppered me a couple of times. I was like, you're speaking, bitch. Take your recording ass out of here, Bender. So I know what you're up to. So fucking soulless bitch. So always out for yourself. I don't trust him. I burn him alive.
Hey, Herbie's at Disneyland now, so
yeah. Who probably wrote this fucking movie? AI. And how we're here talking about how friendly and how lovey-dovey we found that robot AI character for the first time. Fuck you, Marvel. We're watching you. So
when I hear the story about how Herbie came into your house and just looked you in the eye and stabbed you, then
$200 is a great price ticket for Disneyland. It's beating the shit out of me. So I would never share my password to Disney Plus.
Have we ready to rate this?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
2 stars. 2 stars. 2 stars.
James.
If you're watching this in the future, the saddest running joke of our thing is I'll hate something forever and then like give it 2 stars. And honestly, this deserves more than 2 stars, but it's still like yeah, perfect.
This is the perfect 2-star James Coat movie. Man, I love all this about it. It's a mess, but I fucking loved it. 2 stars.
Oh, it was
2 stars too. Out of 5.
Is this out of 4?
No, I'm just saying he rated the last one at Sandman out of 2.
Oh yeah, yes, I know.
Yeah, but this one's out of 4.
Oh no, the greatest of all time is still the Marvels.
Bitched for like that. I bitched longer. I got put on lists after that episode. I bitched so long on that fucking Marvels. It was longer than the Marvels. And so then I was like, well, 2 stars at the end. It's like, but it was also, dude, because it's like an empowering female superhero movie. More exposure like that's like good exposure. I get that. Your movie still fucking sucks, and I fucking have a 90-minute rant explaining why. I saw Frozen. I thought it was fucking amazing. Like, nobody's bitching about that. When you make good art, it's good art. When you make bad art, it's bad art. It sucks that it was your one showcasing, like, 3 strong women. We all feel upset about that. But, yeah, he also gave us the Eternals. Look at that. Look at the Eternals.
Yeah. COVID saved a lot of us from Eternals.
Yeah. Jolie, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Why?
Because the Eternals is just like a bad idea to begin with.
Yeah, I could teach a class on how it doesn't work. Like, you cannot have a couple earth-shattering events, and then a group of gods on Earth were like, pass, bro. Sounds rough for New York City, bro. And then, like, for us to give a shit about them.
Yeah.
And so, like, oh, now they want to help us? And it's also... great thing about Marvel, for those that don't read comics, the flawed human gets a great gift, not gods. Every time we do gods, even their biggest success in the gods, Thor, had to be fucking removed of all of his powers and all blah, 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 blah. And it was just like, man, just a whole team of vanilla. Oh my goodness. And it was like the villains were vanilla, and then they killed a god and left it there. And then Pat Oswalt was like, remember this end credit scene because it'll be important later. Waka waka.
Until Kevin Feige says it's not.
Okay, so I didn't watch Fantastic Four.
Okay.
But I've heard from Jared that the baby is a celestial, right?
Or something.
More or less. It's on the level of celestials and like.
If the movie gave us a straight answer, we could give you a straight answer, but
exactly.
That would be asking too fucking much of this AI-generated slop.
Hey,
Hey,
Galactus tried. He tried to explain Franklin to us. He tried to explain to us like your baby has powers.
It was as far as MacGuffins go, a good one, right?
Yeah.
Like it's their child, and because they were hit by this cosmic radiation, which they were all nervous about having a baby anyhow, and that's classic Marvels, and that's classic Stan Lee and Jack Kirby shit. Like all of this was just like a love letter to that shit, and which is why it's hard to like because it's such a messy fucking as a film, it's a fucking mess. But there's just so much of it that's intended to be, in love with that period of history.
Let's put it this way, Carissa. You saw Loki, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was supposed to be Franklin's descendant.
No.
not Loki, but he who remains. It's supposed to be Franklin's descendant.
Reed Richards becomes.
Yeah.
Reed Richards becomes like one of the most important characters in the Marvel comic book series. So Pedro Pascal is a great catch. I think it's like Robert Downey Jr. Like if you guys start writing some stuff for him, because of all the good and bad that Reed Richards has done over timeless everything. And, it very much is a non-comedic, almost Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty, where I think there's a lot they could get out, not as sadistic, but just as curious. And I think that was one of the things that always, I in my 20s and 30s, I made like a kind of study of like people who loved comics and kept reading them and like what they kind of got into. And the nerdy kids, your computer friend kids, as they were in the 80s, were always into fucking Fantastic Four, not X-Men, not the Avengers, not anything. And it was really, you look back and it's because it's about family. All the best issues were about family. And God, Johnny Storm and the Thing, they are sidekicks, but they're the best fucking sidekicks. That's why they're equals. They're what Robin wishes he was, And Reed Richards is in the comics constantly driven to like learn more, understand more, and that was some of the best parts of this movie, like trying to use real, stupid comic book math, but we're an audience.
Hey.
We will accept whatever bullshit math you give us and go like, yeah, everybody needs to turn off the power to make dip 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 derp derp work, and it's like, we're good, bro. Like, just go, whatever you tell us, we will accept. Flux capacitor, when it hits 8 a.m. activates. Fuck it. Yep, that's time travel. Who gives a shit? Nobody cares. Whatever you tell us, we and we will accept it as the audience. And so, and I like that they kept that in this. And I think they did. Yeah, they did more right than they did wrong in this film, which is why I think a lot of people are giving them a praise. But it's like, for me, just as watching it, it made me laugh out loud a couple of times at it, where I was kind of like, but it also made me smile and just like fucking applaud like a little kid. The Thing punched Galactus in the face. I tell you, kids. Like, I wanted to get my cane out and go sit by a creek, and just think about the golden years of the Thing just punching gods in the face. Oh, that's that old Ben Grimm, if I ever knew him. He's out there punching gods in the face right now. He don't know much about time or what a fancy car is, but he'll punch a god in the face.
Goddamn face.
Clobbering time.
It's clobbering time.
It's fucking, and I was a happy dumb kid at those moments. I was like, fuck yeah, he did. So if the Thing and God are in the same film, the Thing better punch in the face. Like, it's just, come on. So if you got Andre the Giant in your movie, point out his size at some point. Don't like, oh, and he was a great chess player. That's all he did. Fucking sat there playing chess and did nothing else. Like, nope, could he also be fucking huge because he's fucking 10 feet taller than every human that ever existed, and that's kind of special and interesting.
And that is why James is giving this 2.
So when they made
Andre the Giant is the reason why I'm giving this. That movie's all over the place. That movie is all.
I do have to say something.
Yes.
That when they made, what's his name? Peter Dinklage.
Uh-huh.
Is that his name?
Oh yeah, Peter Dinklage. Yeah. When they made him veteran and yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Why not?
Well, what else are you gonna do with him?
Oh, that made me laugh.
I know what you're gonna do with him. You're gonna make him the guy who created the fucking robots that hunt down mutants.
Fucking the star
man,
shit.
Yeah,
the Sentinels. Sorry.
Him as the creator of Sentinels, had they written him something interesting, he would have, he would have fucking killed that. Had they written him, and this is where like we're talking about hiring a Brad Bird, and like there are you can say it however you feel, but I'll like shout things out that I've always wanted to see. I would love to see like Brad Bird, Fantastic Four, just like I would love to see a Quentin Tarantino. Quentin Tarantino loves 2 things: the mutants. So I'd love to see him do X-Men, and he loves Star Trek. So Quentin, and both of those could be a goddamn horrible shit show, horrible idea. But the fact that like, oh, that person has such an interesting voice, and he's very passionate about these 2 things. So
is feet the other thing? You know the name of the second one is Feet. The second thing that Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We're gonna get plenty of that, man. Oh, the X-Men. Oh my goodness. If fucking Professor X's feet are always out, just rolling right into frame.
No, it would be.
Oh God.
Jean Grey feet.
Yeah, and a whole bunch of Jean Grey feet, and a whole bunch of Sue Storm feet.
Yep.
Not Sue Storm, but
I never.
Aurora's feet.
Every comic book reader had their own like crushes on, and I did have a crush on Rogue, but my big thing when reading the X-Men was like, could you date a person that could enter your mind and both read your mind and alter and change thoughts? Like, because some of them had those powers in the comics, and I was just like, I don't know that I could date that and ever feel not like.
Hey.
If anxiety through 1 through 10, I would be at 9 all the time. Like, I don't know it's real because I think you're a good girlfriend, but yeah, like it's like the person literally can enter your head and change thoughts, and then it's like, well, then if I thought you were the greatest girlfriend ever, that's a fucking lie, isn't it? Like there's no way the sense happy.
Or you think it's a lie because you would never know. You would never know the truth.
I would never. Oh man, there's no happiness there. There's no happiness dating a mind reader. This concludes our review of the Fantastic Four movie.
And that is why James is rating this movie too.
I too.
You can put the rating up, Chris. It's a 2. It's locked in as a 2. Put it up for 2. These are all the reasons why it's a 2. None of them relate to Fantastic Four.
Fucking movie.
Do you remember when Blade showed up and started killing all this
We got little babies.
Oh, we got CGI babies.
Yeah.
Yes. We have.
You know how many Batgirls that cost the Flash?
Oh God. Oh, Warner Brothers. I'm giving this.
How many Batgirls would you give it? I still love. We rated something in Batgirls. That was such a.
I am giving this a 3. Who's missing? Who's missing from this? I want to see my rating. So who's not here? Yeah. Okay. We got Sue and Thing was 1 and 2. Number 3 is 3. Waiting for it. Because we never know till it goes up what it is. I'm giving this a 3 because there it is. We're finding James. Oh, it's Reed. So we don't get Johnny. Fuck you, Johnny. No. No.
Johnny, why are you trying to have sex with an alien, Johnny?
No, you have,
Johnny.
You have
Sue, Thing, and Reed.
What's that dude?
Reed. That's Reed.
Reed, yeah.
Yes. No. So when I wasn't going to be doing this review, when I was supposed to go last week before Jared caught the plague yet again for the 15th time this year, my reasoning for giving this was that it's a 3 because Reed Richards was seriously going to sacrifice his baby. Because yep, that is a Reed Richards thing because that is the logical thing to do.
Partially sacrifice science. Told him it would be fine, and it did, and it was. He used science to make it fine. I do like that the Fantastic Four did a switcheroo on a god. That's also kind of classic Stanley Jack Kirby. It's just like. Oh.
But you know what? At least it didn't work in the end. Because other movies would have it work, and then they'd just get this whole thing. But no, it didn't work. And
their Galactus was kind of a god, and it's he's got a great Galactus line, "Clever ants."
Yes,
and it was like that's exactly how we should feel. That's exactly the point of it, And it's there's I think a great fear in having just a giant being showing up that could eat everybody in the room. It's the reason why I think, this goes all the way back to H.P. Lovecraft shit, where it's like, oh, there might be giant fucking gods somewhere, and we're not actually, we're kind of, small little dust mites on something much bigger. And the fear of that, if that thing ever decides to just dust us away. And so, or something on the planet that would just, tear through us. I think that is That's an interesting thought or fear. And I've always liked it when they kind of explore that. And Galactus definitely is, for the Fantastic Four anyhow, the way to explore that. And if they have a herald that you find sexy, it doesn't matter. You try to get into that. So just, make it awkward for everyone watching, Johnny. So
Hey, going on that. We have to talk about the most important thing we haven't talked about yet. Did Galactus want to fuck the Statue of Liberty? Was that the look he was given?
Yeah, there's a lot. There was a lot implied there, So
I'm in the Valley's planet, but I'm saving you for me later.
There was man. Oh, there was just
because yes, Chris, that is in the movie. This is Galactus. Yeah. Galactus looks up and down the Statue of Liberty and has said that. Maybe, I know. That's what I'm telling you. It's like, no, that's in the movie.
Oh, that's very sad.
And it's funny you were saying that. It's a gift. We don't mess up that kind of stuff on gifts. Come on, unless it's come on. If it's a special gift like that, you'll know about that in advance. They'll tell you. Okay. No, it's funny that Jared told you don't bother in watching this movie. I think I kind of said the same thing to my wife, but she really isn't into comics at all. So it'd be like, but if I knew somebody that was into comics that was like, what was the golden age like for it? Here's 2 hours, and this will kind of give you a good rough lesson of everything Golden Age Fantastic Four. It's all there. Like they did and there's nothing they didn't do right. The thing they did wrong was there's no script. I don't know what's going on. It's just it's jazz, and they didn't think of adding a punk rocker theme right at the last moment so you can get away with that shit. So somebody else skated in and did that. Yeah, it's the fucking writer of fucking Scooby-Doo and Dawn of the Dead and skated in and just fucking stole that shit. Anyway.
No, I think he was thinking more of along his sense because he knows the comics, so he was just like, you shouldn't worry about it, but
he knows the comics, yet he didn't like the movie based on that. Then he doesn't know the comics.
But it's also they change stuff. I know friends that are gonna be pissed that you're gonna do all the Jack Kirby stuff, but the Jack Kirby Silver Surfer, which is important to them. Whatever.
I didn't care. That didn't bother me one way or the other. That did not bother me one way or the other. Huh?
The woman Silver Surfer?
Yeah, but she exists in the comics as a different universe, this is already established as being a different universe.
It was done in a later run.
Yeah.
The original run had
Amon Sur is or not Amon Sur, whatever her name is. Yeah, but she exists. She's not one they made up for the movie, so
it's a debate. It is an ongoing. If you Google this debate, which Silver Surfer, you will find clips from movies. You will find angry geeks ranting about it online. This is one of those things that they've talked about for forever. So my strong opinion of it is I don't give a shit. Just make it interesting. So
you know what? The Silver Surfer in this movie had the origin of the Silver Surfer, though. So
yeah.
What do you want to complain about?
And Johnny Storm
it's a female. That's right.
Wanted to fuck her for. He's apparently attracted to just mannequins. And did she look like a human to anybody in the room?
I do appreciate that the movie did bring up the eternal question: is the Silver Surfer part? Is that surfboard part of the Silver Surfer?
It was very important.
In the one with the Jessica Alba one, it's not part of him.
No.
And if you get the board in that one, you get his powers.
Yeah.
I was just what? Now it's just the genie lamp. It's just good God. No, Jafar, run! Oh, dang it.
It's no, the board is not, and the Silver Surfer are not all one. The board is what Silver Surfer needs to move around and everything else like that. But it's like
it was just a travel device
Yeah.
originally. That's
Yep.
it. That is it. And why was it a surfboard? It sounded cool, bitch. Like it's like that's how much thought went into
it was
it.
the 60s. The surfing scene was big.
It was like, wouldn't it be cool if you were surfing out in space? And like that's as much thought was put in there. Well, that doesn't make any logical sense. No one gives a shit.
You don't make a logical sense. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. So there's a giant dude that just watches people and writes it down. Like it doesn't have to fucking matter, man. All right, like what's the story?
Like,
yeah,
come on now.
Come on, yeah. And so it's just like just yeah. And so it's like it's all kind of bullshit. It's just how are you telling us your story, and is it entertaining? Is there something we can pull from it? Yeah, and or it doesn't have to be fucking Shakespeare. It just has to be good enough. And the sad thing is motherfuckers, you're not even good enough half of the time lately. So the other half of the time you're great.
Hey,
and fuck it, we'll take it in this economy. We'll take it.
By comparison, we've got 3 good comic movies this year out of 4.
Yeah.
So there we go. That's a win.
That's a win. That's a win. Yeah, exactly.
We won, everybody. We got back to it. We won.
God. Just like us crying and bawling. We won. We won, Bubba. We won.
So I have a question.
Yes.
So did they say first steps because there's a baby in there?
Yes. Basically, yes.
And it was about the baby.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, first steps.
And they're also making it sound like it's this because they wanted this one to be the first movie of a new phase.
Yeah.
And so it's called First Steps because it's the first one in this new phase.
We're also trying to get back to whatever prevalence we had before. So
the freaking what is it?
Phase 4 and 5. Just phase 4 and 5. Just say phase 4 and 5, and that encompasses enough. There were good things in them, but yeah. Phase 5 ended well because Thunderbolts was decent. But
Jessica Fantastic.
Yeah, but that's more of a campy Fantastic Four. All I'm gonna say now is that I can't wait for the reboot of Fantastic Four when we finally get the ultimate MacGuffin in all of comics ever, the Ultimate Nullifier.
Yeah,
this device.
The Ultimate Nullifier is just badass, and it's great because it's not even good. It's not even cool looking. Like it's like it looks lame. Like it's a lame. I love that the Ultimate Nullifier looks like grandma's pimple popper. Like it looks like a piece of shit. Like it doesn't look cool.
It's just
in a world of Rambo Terminator guns. The Ultimate Nullifier looks like a comical little like something a female would use to urinate in the wilderness. That's the Ultimate Nullifier. That's what it looks like. It's just it's comically bad.
And what does it do?
A woman funnel.
What does it do? We're never going to show you. We're just going to tell you about it.
It can literally obliterate. It can blow up a planet. It can, like, when it's turned up to max, it can basically do anything. It can eat a star.
It can erase existence.
Make a movie everybody wants to see. Like, it can do anything. That gun can do anything. So,
what do you want it to do? That's what it can do. We're not going to show you that. We're going to tell you about it, and we're going to have godlike characters tell you about it and explain to you why they're afraid of it.
One of the great things in comic books that I will defend, and I'll die on this hill, is a moral introduction and then everybody arguing about it, which gets kind of almost Twilight Zone-y because we're using science fiction to maybe talk about stuff going on in society. We're talking about things that happen or that are part of the human condition, how we deal with prejudice, how we deal with hatred, how we deal with pride, how we deal with legacy. And when they really start to explore them in a science fiction sort of nature. And man, X-Men just kind of really knows how to do it well. And that's why I gave Fantastic Four first Stars. That's why that movie was a mess. That movie was all over the fucking place. And you couldn't follow it after a while.
You know what? Franklin Richards is the ultimate no.
Yeah, he is the ultimate on fire. And I like that part. I was good with that. Yeah. All right.
Then you need to bring this box thing in. Franklin Richards is the ultimate on fire. There you go.
Yeah. Toss a baby at it.
So said here.
The CG artist doesn't want to see their wives. Add more baby scenes. Like they love being chained to that office. How dare they? How dare they think they can have lives of their own? Make that baby look real, or the mouse comes back. Do you want the mouse to come back? Because he's not going to be. He's not going to be nice like me. I'm nice to you. The mouse gets angry. And when the mouse gets angry, he beats
like
ticket prices.
Baby?
The baby did not look Flash bad at all.
Okay.
But it was like, but the Flash baby was like, oh, this film isn't ready to be viewed. So like, I was watching the Flash movie and I was like, I'm watching a rough cut. Look at that. So because this is not a finished rendered item.
Yeah, no, it's
It was bad.
No, that was they were done. So they were done. Just watch this. We hate women.
Just release it. Whatever. I don't care anymore.
So it's just, you know how many Batgirls died to make this? Quit being a dick. So it wasn't the two CGI moments, because there are beautiful moments in Fantastic Four First Steps. Beautiful moments. And I liked Galactus. There wasn't. I know it looked hokey in some scenes. There wasn't a scene I didn't like.
It wasn't.
I was
to me, as in the beginning of this, it wasn't. Not that it looked hokey. It's like his color palette was very muted when he was on Earth for some reason.
But I bought it. Like they made him all dark, and I was like, "Fuck you." Then he was, I don't know, hit by Earth's atmosphere or whatever, and he fucking turned purple because the AI was like, "Remember, make him purple, otherwise the fans will get angry." Like we do.
I'm not even saying that. I enjoyed his look. I enjoyed everything about it. It's just that it's like light wasn't bouncing off his textures and everything. That they said, "Fuck it, just make him dark colored." The sun's out, sir. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's dark, I tell you. Like, it's just like whatever. It doesn't. Yeah. Have you seen 48th version of the script we're filming right now? So like, just make him dark. Make him purple. Make him big. Have the thing punch him in the face. I'm gonna be in my trailer counting my fucking money. Piece of shit.
Two stars. Two stars. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us here today.
My Kevin Feige impression.
Yes. I don't know what we're doing next week because we have a couple things right now on the plate, and I don't know where we are.
I would say I would say much like the new Naked Gun film, wait for streaming with the Fantastic Four. Like, I'm sure the Naked Gun film is funny. I didn't see it. Nobody else did either. But I will see it when it's streaming. And I bet I'll laugh. I'll laugh as much as I laughed at those dead movies that I also watched on streaming that I would never be caught dead paying money to see. I'll watch a little bit of you at home and feel just fine about it on my phone. Because that is my phone. Is a Seth MacFarlane decent enough filter? Now theater money, kind of the Chuck Lorres and the Seth MacFarlanes of the world. Oh, you get caught in a big net of fuck you. No one's going, so stop it. But yeah, Fantastic Four is a very pretty movie. It's a very competent film made by people. It's just. It's funny, but yeah, at the end of the movie I was like, the stars of this movie was montage and voiceover, because there was more montage and voiceover than there was the Fantastic Four, than there was Galactus, and there was anything. Like, they're just from the beginning to end. Each scene had to be 3,000 different little 3-second scenes. And it was just kind of like, all right.
I say do see this in the theaters if you can, just for the fact that you can see Galactus in a huge screen.
Yeah, if you have a good home system.
Yeah. Well, if you have a good home system. Well, no. I'm saying wait for
that scene's gorgeous. That scene made me like, oh my god, like that was that moment in that movie where you see Galactus in his ship, and it's Jack Kirby's fucking ugly, shitty art. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. It's Jack Kirby's ugly, boxy, stupid. Everybody looks like cube art. And so, not all of us old geeks like Jack Kirby. So there's that.
That's why the ultimate nullifier is a cube, James.
Yeah, whatever. So it's just that. But I loved that scene. And that scene is gorgeous. And that scene looked amazing. That scene right before it did have the Fantastic Four literally hanging by wires. You could see like Donald Duck holding them in the background. Like it was just like, oh, this is rough. And then Reed would stretch like this. He'd just go, and then he'd be back. And it'd be like, all right, I pass, everybody. Round of applause. This is a pass. Yeah, 2 stars.
Oh my God.
Next week we're either going back to Sandman to finish that off. I don't know if we're going to get around to watching all the episodes by then or not. We also,
Weren't they done?
Oh no, it's been released, but it's like 5 more episodes as opposed to us breaking it up 3 the first time. So I'm talking about us. I'm talking about us watching 5 more episodes of Sandman before next Thursday. I don't know if we're pulling it off or not, but it's on the table. We also have that Eyes of the Wakanda show on the Disney Pluses.
Yes, and Jared should be back on Sunday, so...
Okay, I don't know how long any of those episodes are. I just know it's 4 episodes long.
They're long.
Our thoughts and prayers go out to Jared.
I tried to watch them. I got through 1.
How long is the one episode? This is like 40-minute cartoons and like, okay, yeah.
What is it? What are we talking about?
Eyes of Wakanda. It's a 4-episode animated thing that's on Disney Plus.
What are the Eyes of Wakanda?
I don't know. That's what this is about.
All right.
It's like I said, it's a 4-episode thing they dropped in last week, I think it was.
Oh, goody.
Because other than that, we got nothing.
Yeah, 31 minutes each one.
30 minutes each one. All right, great.
I think we just got one.
All right, well, we'll see. We'll figure it out. Or there won't be a show because Jared will be dead. I don't know.
Our thoughts and prayers go out to Jared. Yes.
Plane. Don't say that.
He's flying on a plane.
That's the safest form. That's the safest form of travel before this administration took over.
Yeah, I know. Good Lord. Yeah. Best of luck out there, everybody.
2 stars.
It's all terrible.
2 stars.
2 stars. 2 stars. 2 stars. Just all of it. Yeah.
By the way, everybody watching, Jared rated it 2 stars because he thought it sucked.
Oh, he rated it 2? He doesn't always.
Oh no, he didn't rate it at all. He didn't even send it to me, but
then he's rated it. Then he's rating it 4 fucking stars because that's what we do here. It was the greatest movie ever. He just wants to keep it to himself, the selfish bastard.
Well, fair enough. Who does it? Yeah.
4 out of 4.
Yeah.
Or 5 out of 4.
It's weird.
Wait. As it was at the end of the movie, 5 out of 4. Because it had the Fantastic 5.
No, we don't do 5.
Oh, no. That was the end of the movie. They are now the Fantastic 5.
Oh, well, he didn't tell me that. I rated that.
I'm telling you now. It's just 5 out of 4.
Hold on, wait.
You don't have 5, but you just know it's 5 out of 4. Like use MS Paint and draw on the screen a baby. Because that'll be the 5th one. Hey, Johnny's in his. Whatever. 5 out of 4. That's what Jared rated it.
Yeah.
We can't show you that, but
because it's weird shitting on it. But it's also it's weird shitting on this film because this film does have a lot of good stuff in it. It really does. It just has a lot of great. Yeah.
I tried to put Doom in there and he told me not to. He's all, it's Fantastic Four, and I was like, so I can't put Doom in the last portion?
Well, the problem is, and again, I loved it every time they cut to showing his country and no representative there, because the only representative that would ever be there would be fucking Doom, and they didn't want to show us Doom, and I love that they still did that in this movie the entire way. We got it twice, It was like, all right.
What we should have had. We should have had a pull-out shot of the Earth and just this one European country where the lights are still on.
Yeah, it's you piece of shit. Yeah, because he's working on his own experiment to make a deal with the gods.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, this has been fun. I'll watch it. Remember, like, subscribe, ring that bell. We put out episodes whenever the fuck we feel like it. Yeah. I'm not even gonna pretend like we do it every week now. I'm done with that. You can watch one every week if you want to. There's plenty to watch. And most of them are gonna have James give something a 2 rating. So, see the history on the 2 rating.
Life is chaos. There's some consistency.
Which is funny because James, for as much as he hates things, rarely rates things below a 2.
Yeah, I don't know. We've all been online. I think if you were X amount of years old, you've seen enough movies to anybody who is a fan of Mystery Science Theater can't rate anything below a 2 that makes it to theaters in the last 20 years. Like, if you really watched Manos Hands of Fate and go like, that was a film. That is a film that people put out. That is then Ant-Man and the Quantum lazy CGI ain't that bad. Like Manos Hands of Fate. Like you didn't have Paul Rudd.
Bill Murray got a paycheck in that movie.
Exactly. So who could be upset?
Do you guys have HBO Max?
Do we have HBO? Yes.
Watch Death of a Unicorn.
Oh.
Please.
Oh yeah.
I've heard that.
People
I forgot that coming out.
And Wednesday, I can't remember her fucking name, but
Jenna Ortega.
Thank you. Yes.
Which, by the way, that reminds me, we got 2 weeks before Peacemaker. That's what we're doing coming up. We're doing Peacemaker when that comes out. Okay. Because fuck yeah, we are.
Yeah. But what are we doing next week?
I don't know. We're doing Sandman, or we're doing Eyes of Wakanda, or we're not doing a show, or we're gonna make something up and watch a movie. I don't know.
All right, we're winging it then.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Come join us next week on Fine I'll Watch It. Because we're going to watch something.
We'll watch it. Yeah.
We'll watch it, all right. We don't know what that it is, but we'll watch it.
We'll watch it, but
we did
watch it.
We
did the Chipmunk Adventure a while ago. We had a good time when we watched the Chipmunk Adventure.
Well, we did. And I can't even parlay the pun because Welcome to Derry doesn't come out till the end of September. So, so, can't even use that.
Fine, I'll watch it. Yeah,
I'll watch it.
There you go. Some good dad jokes there.
Or we can talk about Twisted Metal. You should watch that, James. It's stupid fun.
I know, but it feels like those old commercials just done as a series. It feels like remember when they took the Geico caveman ads and tried to make a sitcom out of it, and it was like, no, bro, the cavemen are hilarious at the Geico ad level, but what you are is Seth MacFarlane trying to make a movie. Like, it's not gonna work, bro. So I will
season one's biggest fault. Season one's biggest fault is it did not have the tournament. But no, it's just stupid fun. That's like I said. Is it great? No. Is it fun? Yes. Right. So
Seth MacFarlane makes at least one good movie. A Million Ways to Die in the West. That is fucking funny.
There you go.
I'm not saying it's not funny, but
James.
Oh no, James is not shitting on Seth MacFarlane. James is calling out that Seth MacFarlane gets shit on when he puts a movie out.
It doesn't. Well, and it's kind of earned. Okay. A certain this is going to be the nicest thing to say about Seth MacFarlane ever, which is different artists have different sort of voices and that work well for different things. It's nobody asked Beethoven to paint a picture. Like, well, yeah, this is good, but why don't you paint me a pretty picture too? Like, you bitch. It's like certain people have different talents for different things, and I think that even goes all the way down. Like, there's a massive spectrum of different sort of comedy talents, and so like Richard Pryor was one of the funniest people ever that you would see do stand up, and it never translated to film properly. And it's even Rodney Dangerfield. Ronnie Dangerfield was a machine gun killer. It's like if you watch his Johnny Carson appearances, he kills it. Like every 50 jokes a minute, he is a machine. His movies are fine. Like it couldn't translate over. And so Seth MacFarlane kind of has this ability to be this brilliant sort of 30-second joke guy, which is not, and I know that sounds like I'm shitting on him, but like
No.
that's a flavor. That's dude, that's Rocky Road. Like, knock it off. People love 30-second joke guy. You say something, you cut to it, we got it. Thank you. Half of these will be funny, half of these won't. And it seems like every time he tries to go for a feature film, it gets kind of rough because he's really good at that short delivery sort of system. And again, I know that sounds like I'm bashing the guy. It's like Matt Stone and Trey Parker should be making musicals. Every time they make a musical, it's the greatest art ever. They did the Book of Mormon, one of the best musicals done in a long time. The first South Park movie, Bigger, Longer, Uncut, is a musical. Team America is a fucking musical. Every time they do a musical, it's like, oh my God, you guys, your track record is almost as good as some of the best people that have ever written musicals. So while South Park pays the bills and it's a lot of fun, and you get to right now literally piss on everybody that has ever supported you or liked you or anything, it's amazing. That's nothing better than signing a deal that was bigger than George Lucas selling Star Wars, and your very first episode was pissing in the people who paid you that money for your cardboard cutout, what is it, construction paper cutout characters. His first episode started as a long fart joke. One long, beautiful fart, something up Cartman's ass joke. That's all it was. And so absolutely beautiful. Yeah.
No, I definitely see that with the 1,000 Ways or whatever to Die in the West.
Yeah, that's
it's like really clippy. It's like 30 seconds. 30
That's,
seconds. It's funny, but
and so
it's little spurts.
It's so hard to translate to this, but it's like nobody was like when Richard Pryor did Moving, or something like that. There or even like Harlem Nights or anything. Like when Richard Pryor was in a movie, and it was like, wow, you suck. Like nobody thought that. It was just like, wow, you didn't use him right. Yes. And it's if you find the right tool and use them right, and it's like that's like at least with stupid fucking Caddyshack. At least we got that for fucking Rodney Dangerfield, because it's literally enter a scene, say some shit, and then leave the scene. That is, if you watch the movie, go back and watch Caddyshack. No scene of his matches up anywhere with the story. He is in a tournament that is mentioned in one scene, and then it's happening, and it's like has nothing to do with anything, and everything is just the dumbest thing ever. Good Lord.
Hey, that's why
enters in with an Asian fellow and it's like, hey, don't tell him you're Jewish, okay? This is restricted here. And just like walks right in. It's like everything is like that, where it's just, and that is the best use of him we've ever had on film. And so, yeah, it's hard to do.
Which is why the Naked Gun should be perfect vehicle for Seth MacFarlane, because Naked Gun was always, there's a story and we're just throwing jokes in, and whatever hits and whatever doesn't work doesn't. So like, cool. There's a story. Yeah, the all jokes. Yeah. There's a story, but we drop these jokes into the story. So
exactly, it does not matter.
Then again, that was Airplane too. So we took this literal script that existed, and we just dropped jokes into it, and
And then one of those guys made Ghost.
Yeah,
I fucking love Ghost with Patrick Swayze, man. It's a fucking good movie. You kids don't know about Ghost.
Just don't watch it in the theater, James, because he's going to tell you it's a good movie. It's a great movie.
It's a great
movie. Loudly.
I see that Whoopi Goldberg up there. She won awards for this role. And it shows. It shows. Look at her go.
Did you just become Eddie Murphy's white character from Coming to America?
It could be anything. It might be Oh Hello. It could be like it's just old guy.
Old Jewish guy.
Old Jewish guy. There you go. So, yeah.
And on that, we're gonna end the show. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for letting us watch it. Once again, I'm Matt Christy.
James Cope taking a drink.
And maybe Jared will be back at some point in the future. And Chris is back there waving her hand. What's up? Oh. Oh, hi. It's Phat J. He's right there. Yeah.
He's there, maybe.
He's totally right there. Totally. All right. So we'll see you all when we see you. Bye.